multi-million-dollar homes, insane watches. Heck, the dude even drops a fortune on a private nutritionist just to look like Tiger. I bet you don't know Woods owns stuff that's worth more than your entire life. Sorry to interrupt, but if you want to help me build this channel to help create more content, click the subscribe button and like this video. Let's dive back into the video. Just like his $25,000 custom putter at number 10. Now, did you know that Tiger has a single golf club, just one, that could buy you a brand new car and still have cash left over for snacks? Yeah, his Scotty Cameron Newport 2 putter is worth around $25,000, and that's not even counting the historical value. This putter has been with Tiger throughout some of his biggest wins, including major championships that made history, so yeah, you can understand its sentimental value. I mean, this putter is basically part of golf royalty. It's been customized perfectly to Tiger's liking. Experts say even if it had a scratch on it, collectors would still pay crazy money to own it. Some people have family heirlooms, but Tiger has a golden ticket disguised as a golf club. Imagine holding something that important every time you play. No wonder he treats it like a treasure chest. But hey, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and let's dive back into the video. Meanwhile, some of us are still borrowing rusty old clubs from the neighbor and calling it a good day. Simply put, Tiger's putter is not just a tool, it's a legend wrapped in shiny metal. Number 9. His $50,000 home gym. Alright, you knew this was coming, because Tiger doesn't just roll out of bed and crush tournaments by lifting grocery bags full of Cheetos. The man built an entire gym inside his house, and it cost him around $50,000. And before you start picturing a rusty bench and some old dumbbells, think again. This gym looks like it was built inside a spaceship. It has every fancy machine you can imagine, top-of-the-line free weights, recovery tools that probably cost more than your car, and who knows, maybe even a robot that hands him a towel. Simply put, Tiger's not messing around. Golf might look like a gentle walk in the park, but swinging that club like a beast needs some serious power. We're talking explosive strength, speed, and balance that would put some NFL players to shame. Meanwhile, most of us are over here thinking we're crushing it because we managed to do half a push-up without passing out. Different lives, my friend. Tiger is in the kind of shape where he could beat you at golf, race you to the parking lot, and still not even need a sip of water afterward. Crazy, right? Number 8. His $200,000 Rolex Collection. Moving on to even shinier things, let's talk about Tiger's watches. Now, you may think you're flexing when you wear your $30 Amazon watch that lights up when you press a button, but Tiger? Nah, he's playing in a whole different galaxy. Tiger Woods has a Rolex collection that is probably worth more than your house, your neighbor's house, and maybe even the whole block put together. Some of his favorites are the Rolex Deep Sea, which can survive the bottom of the ocean, even though it probably never sees more than a golf course, and the Rolex Day-Date President, which basically screams, I own 5 companies and a yacht I forgot about. These watches are certainly not for checking the time. They are for checking if everyone in the room knows you are way richer than them. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just praying the $10 battery in our fake watch does not give out during a date. Honestly, the way Tiger is stacking Rolexes, it wouldn't be surprising if he has one for every day of the week, and just an extra just in case he spills some caviar on Tuesday's model. That's the kind of problem rich people have to deal with right there. Number 7. His $500,000 car collection. Now, let us talk about wheels the way billionaires talk about it. You may think your Honda looks all shiny after you blast it with the garden hose and slap some cheap wax on it, but Tiger? Oh, he has a garage that could straight up buy a small town and maybe even have enough left over for a Burger King. Some of the insane cars he's owned include the Porsche Carrera GT, which is basically a land rocket, and the Buick Bengal concept car, which is so rare you probably have a better chance meeting Bigfoot. He also has a Cadillac Escalade for those casual days and a Mercedes-Benz S65 AMG, because why not throw in something that costs more than most houses? According to estimates, Tiger's whole car collection, it's worth well over $500,000, but honestly, that feels like a low guess when you see the kind of toys he has, and you can bet he's not pulling up to Walmart in any of them. Most likely, they just sit there, polished to perfection, while he grins and picks out which $500,000 car matches his golf shirt that day. Talk about rolling in style. Number 6. His $500,000 private chef and nutritionist team. Now, in case you thought Tiger was throwing Hot Pockets in the microwave after practice, think again. This man eats like royalty every single day. He has a private chef and a full-on nutritionist team that costs around $500,000 a year to keep him fueled up and looking fresh. And no, it's not just about whipping up a protein shake and calling it a day. These people craft his meals down to the tiniest detail. They probably argue about how many sesame seeds should go on his burger bun, and that's even if he eats burgers at all. I mean, everything from how much water he drinks to how ripe the avocado is gets planned out. While some of us are staring at a fridge that has half a bottle of ketchup, some questionable cheese, and 3 sad-looking apples thinking we're doing fine, Tiger's diet is a science project, and it shows. The man has the energy of a cheetah and the strength of a tank, and the best part, he doesn't even have to lift a finger to cook or meal prep. Just imagine sitting down and being handed the perfect plate every single time. Honestly, that alone might be worth $500,000 if you ask me. Number 5. His $2.4 million yacht. Now, just when you thought you couldn't feel any more broke, let's hop over to Tiger's little boat. Well, except it isn't little. Guess what? Tiger owns a yacht called Privacy, and it cost him about $2.4 million. Yeah, his backup house floats, and it floats with style. Privacy comes with a full gym, a jacuzzi, 5 fancy staterooms, and furniture so luxurious you'd be scared to even sit down on it. The yacht also has a huge deck area, fancy dining rooms, and everything you'd need if you just wanted to live at sea forever. And here's a fun fact, Tiger actually used it as his hotel during the US Open once. Yeah, instead of booking a room like regular players, he just stayed on his yacht like a real-life pirate king. But owning a yacht is not just about buying it. The fuel costs, the crew salaries, the maintenance, and the random yacht-sized problems could bankrupt most people in a week. But for Tiger, it's just another day in the life. Meanwhile, the rest of us are over here struggling to afford gas for a road trip. Number 4. His $40 million mega mansion. Now, moving on, let us talk about where Tiger lays his head at night. Spoiler alert, it's not a twin bed at the local motel. I'm talking about his mansion in Jupiter Island, Florida, which cost him a whopping $40 million. This place is so big, you'd probably need a golf cart just to get from the kitchen to the living room. Hit that subscribe button for more amazing golf content. But Tiger's mansion is not just a regular big house, it has its own private golf course. Because if you're the greatest golfer ever, you definitely need a backyard that looks like the Masters tournament. He also has a full-size tennis court, a running track, multiple swimming pools, and an oxygen therapy room. And in case you didn't know, an oxygen therapy room is where you go when you're just too rich to breathe regular air. Apparently, it helps with recovery and performance, but honestly, it mostly just sounds super fancy. His whole house is surrounded by lush greenery, ocean views, and enough security to make Fort Knox jealous. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just hoping that the broken elevator in our apartment building is fixed someday. Life isn't fair, is it? Number 3. His $54 million private jet. Now, let's talk about living the ultimate dream. Tiger Woods owns a Gulfstream G550 private jet, and calling it just a jet is like calling a Ferrari just a car, because this thing is a flying mansion with wings. It cost him around $54 million, which is basically enough money to buy an entire neighborhood if you wanted to. Thinking about this makes regular folks hate stressful commercial flights. I mean, squeezing into a middle seat and pretending you're happy with that tiny half-melted ice cup of soda, it can't feel nice. Meanwhile, Tiger just strolls onto his private flying palace like it's a Tuesday afternoon. And by the way, this Gulfstream G550 can fly more than 12 hours non-stop. That means Tiger can literally get on board in Florida, take a nap, wake up in Paris, and never once hear a screaming baby or get hit in the head by someone's backpack. The jet comes fully loaded with leather seats, luxury beds, fancy lighting, and probably a secret fridge full of snacks we can only dream about. Rumor has it, he even has a pudding green inside, because why not? When you're Tiger, you don't just fly. You fly in style so fancy, even billionaires would blink twice. Number 2. His $55 million golf course design business. So, you think Tiger just hits golf balls all day and calls it a career? Well, the man's out here building entire golf worlds. He owns a golf course design company called TGR Design, and it's not some small-time operation either. Some of the golf courses he's designed, they're worth tens of millions of dollars each. In fact, one of his first major projects, the El Cardenal course in Mexico, is worth over $55 million altogether. Imagine getting paid insane amounts of money to say things like, "Let's put a bunker over here," or "That hill looks cool." Meanwhile, the rest of us are out here arguing about who forgot to mow the lawn. Tiger's designs are so popular because he knows what real players think. His courses are not just pretty to look at, they're smart and challenging too. Big celebrities, billionaires, and golf fanatics, they all want a piece of whatever Tiger creates. And the craziest part? That's just one of his many businesses. Some people retire after one career, but Tiger just casually builds golf kingdoms on the side. Number 1. His priceless green jackets. Finally, let us talk about something money literally cannot buy even if you showed up with $1 billion in a suitcase. Tiger owns 5 green jackets from winning the Masters tournament, and they are absolutely priceless. You may think, big deal, it's just a jacket. Maybe it even looks a little itchy. But these jackets are not just clothing, they're living proof that you've done something almost nobody else on earth can do. In case you didn't know, winning the Masters is like winning the Super Bowl, an Oscar, and the Nobel Prize, all wrapped into one glorious piece of cotton. And Augusta National, the club that runs the Masters, guards those jackets like they're protecting the last unicorn on earth. Only champions ever get to wear them, and no, you can't just walk into a store and pick one up on sale, not even on a Black Friday. Tiger's 5 green jackets are more than just trophies, they're symbols of greatness. They say, I dominated one of the hardest sports in the world multiple times, and I made it look easy. So, which one do you think is the coolest? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe.